way everything was organized. After that, he told himself, I'm going back to school. Yes. In all education, he could be counted a very successful man. So, when he told me I am going back to school, I told him I submit your college. Each time he sees me, he will say, you told me I submit your college, I said yes. And I think about 3 years ago or 4 years ago, he graduated. Wow. He fulfilled his dream. Wow. I also know somebody very close to me who is a very successful businessman. After God, the next is the researchers. Whatever information they put out there is an authority. People move with it, the government move with it, industry move with it. So you can't afford to make mistakes. You can't afford to falsify data. It's fatal. It can cause death. It can cause a lot of pains. It can cause a lot. In fact, it can bring a country down. Just one simple research mistake. Okay, these are some of the responsibilities. I have to run very fast with it. The first one will have the Jan Hendrik Son case. Jan Hendrik is a German physicist, former researcher at Bell's Laboratory, USA. His field is in condensed matter physics and nanotechnology. He has published many high-impact factors journals. When you hear journals like Nature, Science, Applied Physics Letters, who are you? If you are still what they call it, upcoming, I don't know, my English people. Hey, if you have one paper in all these journals, you'll be walking with your shoulders high. This researcher has papers there, claimed major scientific breakthroughs that attracted worldwide recognition. Several independent researchers attempted to reproduce Shaw's findings without success. He's somebody that is well-known, he's a renowned researcher. He publishes in the Who is Who, Q1. In fact, some of his colleagues, they did these things. They said, we're not getting the same results. Another investigator, researcher at IBM Thomas Watson Research Center, results could not be reproduced. Their labs, where he worked, performed independent committee to examine 24 key allegations across 25 papers. Committee concluded that Shaw engaged in repeated data fabrication, falsification, and graph fraud. More than 20 papers were retracted. PhD and awards revoked, career terminated, and lasting damage to Bell Labs reputation and leading scientific journals. Very, very bad. What are the reproducibility problems identified? The researchers worldwide could not reproduce the reported breakthrough results. If they couldn't reproduce it, I told you, if you do a research and get one, even if I am in USA, is anybody in USA local government from USA here? I'm supposed to get one. If I don't get one, that means your research is not reproducible. There was no physical evidence, raw data. When you do research, please always keep your raw data. You keep your raw data, not the one that you have already polished and there's no call raw data. No working devices, samples remain for validation. Physical impossibility, no result contradicted established principles of physics. So for this guy didn't have it good. In fact, at some point, a researcher committed suicide. Yes, after he was publicly debates and he has to commit suicide.
He has to?
Another case study. Honesty professor fails the honesty test. Francisca Gino, Italian-born, former Harvard Business School professor. He was recognized for research on ethics, honesty, rule-breaking decision-making in an organization. Gino Senior's work on dishonesty and creativity came under scrutiny in June 2023. The concerns included statistically impossible data patterns, duplicated data, and inconsistencies between reported methods and raw data. Harvard University initiated an internal investigation and placed Gino on administrative leave. Gino denied the allegation and filed a lawsuit against Harvard and others claiming defamation and procedural offense. Data manipulation in 4 papers published between 2012 and 2020. One was retracted in 2021 after substantive evidence of fraud in separate data contributed to the study by Dario of Duke University. 3 others was retracted in 2024 after Harvard Business School's investigation. Please do not allow. In fact, there are some papers you publish, and there are some places you can go. I published a paper in one of the Q1 journals, and I went to that website and I saw that about 6,000 people has read it. And if you look at the people, they are Oyibos. When you are a scientist, you publish, you can receive an email. Please, can you this they will give you a comprehensive analysis of and tell you that this is not true. Hey, let us be very careful. 3 others were retracted in 2024 after, and co-authors of 56 papers claim no access to the real data. Put my name. When it is time, they'll start contacting you. Please, what can you tell us about this paper? Tell us something. You are an author. You are an author of this paper. You are supposed to know about that paper because they will email you. They denied. They don't have access to raw data. When it is time, they will leave you and run away. So we can see that the core problems identified are alleged data fabrication, falsification, lack of transparency, and this was a professor that was called an honesty professor. Let's go to the next case study. Dedrick Stapel, the con man. A case of gross scientific misconduct. Dedrick Stapel was a professor of social psychology at Tilburg University in the Netherlands. He had affiliation with University of Amsterdam where he earned MA in 1991, PhD in 1997, and University of Groningen professorship 2000. Dean of the School of Social and Behavioral Science in 2010 at Tilburg University. He was a dean. Research interests included human behavior, stereotyping, and social interaction. In 2011, 3 junior researchers, whistleblowers, noticed that his data was too good to be true and reported their suspicion. When there are sometimes you make some publication, some people start digging. Say, who is this guy? Small boy like this. Only every time Nature Scientific report, Nature Scientific, I can't see what is in there. And that is what this junior researcher did. Investigation revealed that for over 15 years, SEPA engaged in large-scale data fabrication and manipulation. 55 of his 137 publications and 10 of his 18 PhD dissertations he supervised content manipulated and invented data. He bypassed actual data collection. He was fired, and 55 of his publications were retracted. The same problem. Data breach of trust, invasion of data. These are serious problems. What are the causes of irreproducibility? Selective reporting. This one looks correct. Please, I will not put the other one. Let me just put this one. Pressure to publish. Maybe your mate say, I have 20 publications. Who am I? Am I a spoon? You want to publish. You start writing all sorts of rubbish. So that you also answer, what's it called? A researcher with high impact publication. You start doing a lot of things. No statistical power to poor analysis. Some people don't know how to analyze data. Of course, it can impair your scientific findings. Insufficient oversight and mentoring. Some people will do oversabi. You know that some people are good in some area. You want to do everything. I beg. Let me do my thing. I can do it. No mentorship. No one to mentor. Methods, codes are unavailable. You don't have research method protocols. Raw data not available from original lab. Fraud, insufficient peer review. These are things that can cause irreproducibility. What lessons have we learned from this reproducibility study? You can see now that reproducibility is not a respecter of discipline, no respecter of career age. No matter if you might be at your peak, they can drag you down. No respect of gender or any demographics, no respect of place, country, or region. The impact the representative crisis has caused is much. It undermines collective knowledge production. It raises false alarms, false positive findings, telling people what is not, and at the end of the day, it causes problems, contribute to delay in the development of intervention. Imagine I isolated a compound from maybe a plant sample, and at the end of the day, we undergo clinical trials and everything. And just a little mistake, and we ignored it, and they go to the development stage. Do you know what it takes? Do you know how many billions of dollars it takes to take research, clinical trials based on fake data can lead to harm, wastage of resources and time, integrity of science. People say, those science find it. Because they are not believing it. Because they say seeing cracks, they say loopholes, they say seeing loopholes. They say, we can't believe this. Tomorrow, this turmeric is good for cancer. Next tomorrow, turmeric is not good for cancer. Where do we stay? We should have integrity. Undermines public trust. Of course, people start, it's not the scientists again. Who are they? They're always confused. Carrier of perpetrators and co-authors. If you want to read about papers that were retracted, you go to this website, Retraction Watch, you will see a lot of cases. You see a lot of cases. So you can see that reproducibility must be recognized and integral component. Let me tell you, in advanced countries, once you get a funding, they tie a reproducibility form to it. As you are finishing your study, another person is reproducing it. So that if there's any mistake, they stop it immediately. So that is one thing we should do too. Because the process should be valued, rewarded, and celebrated as a hallmark of research excellence. Research progress is not driven solely for positive findings. Negative results are equally important because they provide critical evidence. I told you here that sometimes negative results can lead to innovation. That is how urea is a compound in chemistry. That is how it was born out during the early days of organic synthesis. So they mistake. And that is how we got urea, and today urea is used in production of fertilizer. Negative findings. Sometimes negative findings can lead to innovation. Science is an act of trust. And trust is built on the truth we report. Researchers have a responsibility to communicate their findings accurately, whether the result confirm or challenge existing expectations. Hence, public confidence in scientists will be restored. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ifeoma Salma. You did exceptionally well. Please let's give her another round of applause. She's our coordinator of ASFI. She's our coordinator and she's really doing well. Okay, please, if you have any questions. Okay. Is there any other person who will just take two? All right. Okay, so let me go to the next person.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the organizers of this workshop and all of the presenters. It's been very enlightening and engaging. And particularly on this subject of reproducibility, it's a challenge for us. And honestly, I was just looking at it. If you have been in the lab, you will weep many times. You know, sometimes the problems are coming to the question. Sometimes the problem stems from even the chemicals that we use, the reagents that we use. You know, last session or so, I was working with my students and we had to buy a reagent for over 100,000 naira. When it came, it was actually UTC packaged for us. Well sealed, well labeled. You know, we have those issues. Sometimes they are even the equipment. You hand over your samples to whoever is analyzing them. The equipment are not functional. And sometimes we do it blindly. In fact, you don't want to get to know that the equipment are not functional. So you don't even want to probe so that you don't get your heart broken at the end of the day. So we get to have things that we are not so sure of. Our equipment, honestly speaking. And then sometimes it could even be that you have followed something that is published that you were, educating us on. At the end of the day, we are left with a lot of issues. What I kept asking is, what do we now do? Because we are talking about reproducibility, and tomorrow reproducibility of breaking it down for a fault that may not be my own. For instance, maybe I sent my reagents out and somebody did analysis and gave me results, and I published them. And somebody's trying to reproduce it somewhere and it's not getting the result. I did it innocently. There are reagent issues. So I'm just looking at it. What do we do? What shall we now do in this matter?
Reverend Doctor, thank you. All of us are in boats. As a presenter, but we are all dealing with the same problems. One of the most dangerous things to do, maybe when you have your PhD, you start having sense. Some wisdom start coming. You start being discerning. There are some, like sending out results and some samples for analysis is as dangerous as anything. Do you know that some people, you already have, like, Prof. Judy just said this, some already have done. Yes, even in scientific research. It's a dangerous thing. I don't want to start recounting my experiences because it will take us a lot of time. Dummies. Some of these people, they receive samples from thousands of people because of it, and they will collect your money. Because of that, they know, this is working on genomic computation. This is TPC and TF. They will fabricate results and send to you. Some of my students are here. Hey, we will do it in the lab. When I started having sex, I said, hey, this is very dangerous because I had an experience. I sent a sample out for GCNS analysis and HPLC. So the technology is thinking that, okay, maybe these people may not even know what is happening. You don't know that, oh, I have good experience in GCNS, I've been working with GCNS and HPLC. So, and we begged this guy for 3 months for results to come back. When it eventually came out, when I opened the results, I laughed. And coincidentally, one of my colleagues too, he sent me the samples too. He also went to US. When he went to US, he worked extensively using GCNS. He called me. He said, what kind of, I said, I was reading about calling you. He said, these people, they think that because we're in the classroom, we don't know what all these things. And later on, they know and tell the people, but he knows, he understands the principle. He knows he had an expectation. You can't cower him. So this is the result. And that is how that went to be. A lot of experiences. One thing I should tell us as researchers, sending out, yes, instrumental analysis may not have some here. That is one of the greatest challenges we have in science, because some of these equipment are very capital intensive. So what we do, no matter how costly it is, we send it to reliable sources. Identify some reliable sources so that these people that built over the years, we test this one. I have tested many analysts. So when I discovered one, I held on to him. When he said, please give me 2 weeks. And this someone that worked over 30 years and a mature man, if he tells a yes, and he says a yes, it's a yes. What do I mean? We sent an example, they said that plant sample can cure typhoid. So I told my students, we are just going to send we tend to work with only 2 microorganisms, which is Salmonella typhimurium and Staphylococcus aureus. My students didn't know why I told them to do that. I want to know. Let me see whether that this ethnobotanical use can validate my science. Do you know that? Lo and behold, that was my first time of using that one. By the time we came back, the result came back. Both of you in science, microbiology, the zone of inhibition for the Salmonella typhimurium. It was wow! You know that yes, if you take this plant sample, it will clear your typhoid in 1 day. It was shown as a scientific, you will see the results. Since that time, I held onto that man very tight. He will bill me up. I said, it's no problem. Because I am trying to get the greater. To identify reliable sources. We are in Africa. Then when you go for a postdoc or sabbatical abroad, or you go for study visits, you can use that time to go with the samples, or your colleagues can give you, they can analyze for you. That is the only thing I can tell you at this point, because sometimes you may not have control. But you have to leave it in the board by knowing the kind of people you send your samples for to. because it's very, very important. Because anything they tell you now, report and publish is a very big problem. I think I'll be able to address. Somebody asked, I think it's the only question we have. You can I will send my email address. You can send questions. I can respond to you. What is the way forward for researcher who carried out an experiment based on literature review, and at the end of the experiment or what the end of the experiment literature is not feasible or reproducible? Experiment literature. That means we are trying to reproduce the experiments. Literature review is not experiment though. I hope maybe you capture the question very well. How do you do, or what will you do? When your work differs from literature review, problem 2 to 5, that's what I'm telling you. Your work was not fit into the literature. Let me tell you some literature review. What is literature review? But Professor Jimmy told us yesterday that it's not just a review of related work. A lot of things you identify research gaps, you can argue, say, but I got this value on my own. What is your own? You can argue it in your literature review. It's not just about reviewing other people's works and writing the hype. No, you argue. That is literature review. I hope I'll be able to address this. I don't want to take much of our time. I don't know if you have any other question. But you can challenge the question to our email. We will provide for you. Before I forget, please, you can make your registration. Make sure your email is there because all these slides for the one on the two are going to push to your emails and your electronic certificates. Thank you.
Thank you. Please can we put our hands together for Dr. Sandra Ifoma Ian for that wonderful presentation. Well articulated, and I believe a lot of us have learned a lot. So if you're just coming, please do what is right and go for where you will go to where you get a good result. To take us further, please can we put our hands together? Meanwhile, let's stand talking. Please let us stand. Can we all of us stand? Stand, my brother in the English department will say stand on your feet. And all of us stand on our feet. Now shake yourself and feel relaxed. You've been sitting for a while now. I think scientifically it's not good for health. Thank you for doing that. As you take your seat and we listen to the podium, our mother, Professor Jimmy Zubemina, briefly to do the function of presentation. Thank you for being with us since yesterday to today. My mother was here yesterday. She stayed through. And not enough, she's still here. You are welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. It's time to appreciate our presenter for the thought-provoking lecture she has delivered to us. We want to say thank you very much. And not only the lecture, she also answered the questions. I want to add, if you really want to be a great scholar, you will not accept limitations. We have heard that the labs in Nigeria are not really functioning well, some labs. But ASFI Wukari will be looking up to some of us seated here to provide this equipment. If one of us wins NRF grant, there is a component for equipment. If you have that equipment, it will save us a lot of stress of looking for where to get it. If somebody here is able to write after this meeting for postdoc or even for bench work outside Nigeria, and you're able to get it, where you go to, you will have access to all the equipment that you like, and you will not have the problem of reproducibility. I want to thank her again. Honestly speaking, it has really taught me a lesson. I will go to that website on the traction. It will be a shame that after how many days, you'll be like Aaron taken to the mountain and then stripped of all the glory. I wonder what happens to these women, to the woman and the men involved in this. How will they feel? From a professional chair, the chair is taken away from you, and then you are going back. So we want to thank you For this is an award of appreciation presented to Ifeoma Sandra Ian for your insightful presentation on reproducibility crisis in scientific research, causes and consequences. It's a lecture well delivered and a lecture well received, so we want to thank you.
Thank you to our dear mother. Thank you, our presenter, Dr. Ifeoma Sandra Iyen. She presented on the topic reproducibility crisis in scientific research. We look at the causes and the consequence. I believe if you have the program, we are just after break, and we will be going to item number 9, the third session. At this point, we'll be taking a talk on the topic best practice for ensuring reproducibility in research. And good for us, this very topic will be anchored by Dr. Stanley Heladi-Diba. But before then, we will receive to the podium Mr. Azetu Ayo, who will be reading the citation of the presenter. And before we start, please can we receive to the stage with a warm clap Dr. Stanley Heladi-Diba to the stage as we go through his citation together. Thank you.
Thank you once again for the privilege and honor to be invited here once again to read the citation of Dr. Heladi-Diba. Dr. Heladi-Diba is a senior lecturer in the Department of Banking and Finance at Federal University Wukari. He holds a BSc in Business Administration, Banking and Finance, and an MSc in Finance from the University of Maiduguri, and later obtained a PhD in Banking and Finance from the University of Nigeria. He has built a strong research profile in financial market development and entrepreneurial finance. His works have been published in reputable peer-reviewed journals. He has also contributed chapters to internationally recognized academic publishers such as Routledge and IGI Global. In addition, he has presented research papers at national and international academic conferences, contributing to ongoing scholarly debates in finance. Administratively, he has demonstrated strong leadership within the university system. He currently serves as sub-dean of the Faculty of Management Sciences at Federal University Wukari, where he plays a key role in coordinating academic solutions of what he has already talked about. How do we solve the issue of reproducibility in research? I want to start by asking this question. How many of you researchers have broken down your
PhD thesis into smaller articles. Because we want to make more papers for promotions. Nobody would want to read research. How many of you have broken down your research into smaller articles because you want to make more papers? You have one hypothesis, one paper. Instead of adding the questionnaire, truly, you just prepare the questionnaire as an appendix, but you don't need administer them. You go somewhere, manipulate and cook data, then go and analyze. Then how do you intend this research to work to be reproducible? If you are to administer questionnaire, ensure that you administer them. Keep record of them, file them, extract the data from the questionnaires. That becomes the raw data. Laboratory protocol, analysis script, supplementary material. That is why if you are publishing in a high impact journal, I don't know if some of you have experienced that, they will request that you upload your data. Has anyone experienced that? Upload your data. There are repositories that they use in uploading data. And that is to ensure that what you use is the right thing that gives the result you have. They also ensure that they test before they publish it. That is the reason behind uploading this data, to ensure that you use the right and correct data without manipulation. Next slide. Code sharing practices. Share your code. Open code allows others to produce and verify your analysis. Share your code. It is not meant to be hidden. You said knowledge, share it with others. Share it. There are platforms you can use in uploading even the codes you have. Now, all these steps, all these processes ensure that issue of reproducibility is not posed a serious challenge. We use readable programming practices, share scripts with publications, document software dependency, specify software versions that you use in analyzing. You can use Python for your analysis. Probably if you don't report it correctly, and somebody picks the data and uses data, it's likely to give different results. Are we together? But when you mention clearly the software you use in your analysis, and the person has seen clearly that this is the software that is being used, the person will not go and use a different software. State the version, if it is version 13, state it clearly that you use data version 13. If you state clearly the version that is being used, so that it does not create any issues of irreproducibility when it comes to your research. The next slide. Use of open science practices. Use of open science practices. Now, these are cases where you make, like we already mentioned, make your data and researches available for people. Make it open source software. Make it open for people to see. Open access publications. Although this is mostly difficult for some when you publish with a high impact journal and you don't pay, your work is not open access. So people will find it difficult to access your work. For those who have a way of breaking the access, that they can get that. But if your work is open access, it becomes easier for reproducibility. But if it's not open access, it becomes difficult. But in some cases, it's not our fault when you don't have enough resources to pay in publishing. You have to go through other channel where your work will take a number of years before it's being published. And remember the work I submitted in 2023. It ended up being published in January 2026, and it's still not an open access paper because I don't have the money to pay. When you're talking about paying like 800,000 to 900,000 for a paper, ensure that your work has an open access is open access publication where people can also see, make use of it if possible to reproduce. Let's go to the next slide. Report method transparency. Method transparency. Transparent reporting allows independent verification of findings. Provide sufficient details about your study design. Sufficient details about your study design, your sampling, your instrument, data cleaning. I mentioned about data cleaning. What process did you use in cleaning your data? Document it and report it properly. If you don't report, it becomes very difficult when it comes to the producibility. Because someone who wants to reproduce the research will not know exactly what you've done concerning management. So you have to be very, very clear about the data cleaning, the statistical analysis and software that are used. Next slide. Validate and verify results. Validate and verify results. Run the analysis all over. Do it once again. If it means doing it 10 times, do it. That is the essence. So that you will be confident enough that this work can be reproduced by someone else. If you don't feel comfortably validating it just once, repeat them. Repeat the process. Repeat the process until you are confident enough that what you are sending out is what is good enough for people that can also want to reproduce it. Next slide, please. Now follow reporting guidelines. Follow a proper reporting guidelines. Now, different reporting guidelines that can be used. Qualitative research. So ensure that you use the right one. Reporting guidelines be attributed to the specific research need. Understand the nature of research you do, and ensure that you report it according to the guidelines that are being given. If you are doing a systematic review and you are reporting it as a clinical trial, it means that there is a problem. If you are doing a case report and you are reporting it as a qualitative research, there is a problem. So understand the type of research you are into and know the right approach in reporting that particular research. It becomes easier when it comes to visibility. Now, these are tools that you can use in terms of the possibility. For version control, we said we have the JIT, the GitHub, the GitLab. For statistical analysis, we have the R, the Python, Stata, SPSS, MATLAB, eViews, so many of them. For documentation process, we have the Markdown. Data sharing, we have the Zenodo, Stickshare, Drive. In terms of collaboration, Overleaf or Open Science Framework. These are tools that you can use in order to ensure that the research you publish can be reproduced by others. These are the summaries of what we've handled. Benefit of the possibility in research, key best practices. These are summaries of what we've handled. Thank you so much for listening.
Hey, thank you for listening, and you clap as though you're advanced talking. Can you please put your hands together properly? Thank you so much for the patience to wait and for downloading what he has uploaded. We are grateful for that wonderful session. At least I have learned from the produce. Now, to take us further, we are going to do something very brief. First, I would like to invite back to the stage our dear Dr. Stanley. Please put your hands together for him. To do why I invited him to the stage, may I please invite this honorable house to put our hands together to receive to the stage Dr. Christopher Chouaib. You see, the ASFI 5 to 10 candidates would like to appreciate you. So please, you will be the person to do the appreciation on behalf of the group, sir. So you're welcome, sir.
All right, distinguished scholars, ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that presenters distinguished himself by his presentation and deserves to be honored. And so this is another appreciation presented to Dr. Iladis Ali Tiba for his insightful presentation on best practices for ensuring reproducibility in research. Congratulations.
Will be a group photograph. I tried to join them since yesterday. They never invited me for one. I can join. All right. Now, I believe your photograph because before if they snap and they don't see that light, would not believe it. Thank you so much. At least I can use this picture to claim that I'm a member, even though I'm not joined officially. All right, thank you so much. May I also seize this opportunity to invite to the stage our own, another candidate of ASFI 5 to 10, our own Dr. Ellen Esu Opai. And then forgive me, what I say, okay, and then please forgive me. And then, oh my goodness, it sounds good. Can you clap for that name? And then, I am sure she's only and then here. You don't have the name, so if the clap, God will give you the name. You are clapping her. Clap everywhere, please. Thank you so much. May I invite to the stage once again our own Dr. Winifred. Look, Winifred. Please put your hands together for her. Is your name Dr. Winifred? Clap. You see, she's a wonderful person. Thank you, ma'am. May I, okay, she's going to be presenting an award on behalf of the group to our wonderful Dr. Nene.
This is recognizing your laudable contributions to research and community development. Yes, so this award of excellence is presented to Dr. Elele Esupai for your laudable contributions to research and community development. The ASFI program organized in Federal University Wukari. Congratulations.
All right, please, can we put that together once again? Gentlemen and ladies, the ASFI 5 to 10 candidates would like to receive to the stage our own Dr. Chrysanthus Andrew, the Director, Linkages, aka Indian Doctor. Please put this together for you. Some of you are going to watch an Indian movie. And now you hear that somebody can take you to India and you are clapping like you don't mean anything. Please clap very well. Please, we have another already. Our uncle, Judith Adako Mbeme, to present the award on behalf of the ASFI 5 to 10 group.
Those of us the acting director, linkages and international programs, Federal University Wukari. He facilitated the program that we are witnessing today. The Federal University Wukari is in partnership with some other project groups. So all of us are under his directorate. So he deserves it. I know some people may be wondering why is he here. He really deserves this award. So this is ASFI 5 to 10 Institutional Printed Federal University Wukari Award of Outstanding Service and Global Impact. Presented to Dr. Christentus Andrew, aka Medium Doctor, in recognition of the contributions and exceptional commitment in advancing global partnership and institutional growth. 30 June 2026.
So the group can join him. Like me, if I want to join, I can join. Thank you so much. Can we please put our hands together for such a wonderful presentation? Yes, so may I invite all the awardees in the house with your award. We would like to take a group photograph. All the awardees. All the awardees. No problem. I will give you one. If your own is here, hold it your hand, give me the house. The house, like give me your house. Like Prof, we don't want people to see our own, so our own is inside here. Prof, your own is inside here. Just hold it in your hand, Prof. Please, give me another one. They are old. They are the first people that came the first day, so they are old, you will not see it. You see it yesterday. Just move forward here. Yes, we can join them, Prof. Prof, and our own Dr. No, let's leave this to join you. Give me another one. Thank you. You know you presented yesterday, sir. You don't need to see it again. It's inside here.
This is not academic work.
No, no problem, Prof. They know you received it. And they know the rationale behind what we are doing now. Give me your white paper, Dr. NNN. So that they don't think you own this paper. People will be wondering what is inside this house. Sorry. Why my talk will not make a photograph. So the anchors will please stay forward. Mr. Besserly, before we commit an academic fraud, can you please move to the stage? We want to be a group want to honor us with the photograph. Our own honor comes in photograph. It can be preserved. Please come and join us. The ICT support staff, please can you come forward? Melafia, if you are here and you don't come out, I'll call your name. Thank you so much. Please can we put our hands together for this group now? After the vote of thanks, all of us we gather outside the gate We know that this stage cannot be all of us. So we want to use outside to have a group photograph. Please, can you put your hands together to celebrate all of you? May I invite our own Dr. Enene to please give us a lot of thanks.
Once again, I say good afternoon to everybody. On behalf of our team, we really appreciate our mommy, Professor Judith Agaku-Wemena, Dr. Chrysanthus Andrew is the mastermind behind this day. And we also appreciate the presence of Architect Sally Mohammed, the former Director of Works. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate the presence of Dr. Kuki Yen and all the other doctors. I'm sorry I may not know all your names, but we appreciate all the lecturers, the staff, the postgraduate students. We say thank you for making out time from your tight schedule to attend our program. I pray and hope that all that you've learned today, you will utilize it to produce tremendous results. And then the second round of this seminar, this workshop, and during the year, the second round will come up. It's expected of us to do the second round, and then it's going to be more impactful, more insightful, and you'll enjoy listening to us. Thank you once again for your time. We appreciate you all. Thank you. Before we have our pictures, one of yours did not know the name of this. She's relatively new, so I'd like to give you the opportunity to tell us what happened to you. I know so many persons notice I didn't present, right? Yes. So subsequently the second one. I am Dr. Nene Supai. I am from the College of Health Sciences, Department of Human Physiology, Federal University Wukari. I'm happy to meet all of you. Thank you very much.
Sorry, before we take the photograph and go for recess, sometime in 2023, we started a research clinic, and we took postgraduate students and early career researchers on the fundamentals of writing, research reporting, academic writing. And we will want to go back to that clinic, but we want to find out if there are persons who are interested here. If you're interested in the research clinic, can we see your hand? Okay. So it's not advanced. We start from the basics of what it means to write as a researcher, as a scholar in an academic environment. So our flyers will soon be out. We encourage those of you who have indicated interest to join us. It's going to be very impactful as well, and you will not regret your time. Thank you.
God bless you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now, may we rise and walk. In fact, this session is closed. Declare it closed. God bless you for coming. We can join the program session outside. Thank you.
Right now you're live. Tell us your name and which department you come from.
My name is Joseph from ICT.
What did you learn in this lecture?
Sir?
What did you learn in this lecture?
Well, this lecture has been a great time. As a young researcher, there are some things that you need to put in place for you to attain success or the climax of your career. So this workshop was really helpful. Some of those problems researchers have been addressed, and we have a better.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sir, please, can I know your name? Which department you come from? Okay, the name? Okay. In this lecture, this seminar?
Yeah, actually, I'm impressed.
Yes.
I really learned
A lot. Yes. Thank you very much. You come.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Come now. Come on now, come and talk to them. I'm sorry. Come. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, you want to wave? Good morning. Good afternoon. What's your name? Which department are you coming from? Are you still always staff?
I'm a student, sir.
Okay, student? Okay. Come a little bit here. Let them be passing. Okay, you say your name is? Okay, what have you learned in this lecture, this seminar?
Actually, I've learned a lot.
Okay.
But in just a nutshell, I've learned how to go about writing professionally,
Yes.
and maybe on how to go about research and how to replicate and to prevent writings that should be replicable.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the contribution. Yo, what's your name? Sorry? Chizoba. Which department are you coming from? Sorry? Computer science. Wow, computer science. They have talked about Python, MATLAB. Yeah. But also, so what have you learned here? What have you learned in the seminar?
I've learned so much about research and how to be honest in research, not playing like getting other people's work. Applying the right way is put more effort to get it right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution. Hey, man, how are you doing? What's your name? Josiah. Okay, Josiah, come on. Come a little bit. Which department are you coming from? Chemistry department. Okay. They talk about so many chemical composition agents, reagents, or whatever. Have you learned anything new in the seminar?
Actually, from yesterday's one, I can remember. Today's one, I'm not really.
You mostly sleep, right?
Okay. Yesterday, I learned so much on AI.
Okay. Okay, maybe because you are more interested in AI, machine learning.
It was quite practical. I was able to feel everything.
Okay, thank you very much. Hey, doctor, good afternoon. Tell us your name and which department you come from.
Okay, my name is Engineer Dr. from Faculty of Engineering.
Okay. Doctor, you must be a good researcher. So, what can you say about this seminar that those took place?
It's a welcome workshop.
Yes.
I really appreciate for the past yesterday and today.
Yes.
Open our
They talk about AI yesterday. Yes.
To research.
Yes, sure.
I really appreciate the organizer.
Yes, very sure. Thank you very much, doctor. Thank you very much. Well done. Good afternoon, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Where are you from?
Which department are you from? Me, I'm from ICT. You, where are you from? Animal Science. What's your name? What's your full name? Okay. Have you learned anything new in this lecture from yesterday to today?
University.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
There are something we said regarding the authenticity of sending samples to the house.
Yes.
Regarding the way they do.
Yes,
So those are
sure.
you know,
Yes, sir, yes. And a lot of it. Yeah, of course.
so
Sure.
I did not miss anything. I said it anything. If I went for something, I have to come back. If
Okay.
it's not worthwhile, I wouldn't have come back.
Yes,
I
yes,
have to
yes.
tell you that I hope people will keep it up.
Yes,
The
yes, for
medication
sure.
are different and going on. But learning is a continuous process. That may come.
Yes, yes.
But then I learned a lot there.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But I want to learn more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Help me.
Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much.
I'm a luminary nutritionist.
Yes, sir. It's all right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Hey, come. Come. What's your name? Hi, what's your name? You? Blessing. Blessing, which department are you coming from? Eh? Chemistry department. They talk about so many things like reagents, agents, how to make chemical reaction or whatever. Can you tell us something that you learned here? Okay. Yes, it's really impactful. Yes, I can see you learned so many things. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.